Friends, today I am going to prepare the video number 5 on journal, and this is with regard to the profit or loss, and will distinguish between how the profit or loss when goods are sold and when asset is sold, how that is picturized, and then expenses incurred at the time of purchase or sale, how those are tackled when goods are purchased and sold and when asset is purchased and sold. So first of all, we take the very first item, May 1, 2020. Goods costing rupees 10,000 sold for rupees 14,000. Here one thing you have to remember, whenever we sell the goods, whether for profit or for a loss, profit or loss is not to be shown anywhere, because the sale word includes profit or loss. Neither profit is to be credited nor the loss is to be debited when goods are sold. This thing here you have to remember. Okay, so when we sold the goods for 14,000, so there is a increase in asset, to cash account debit, and goods are going out to sales account credit. So this will be with rupees 14,000. So because when we sold the goods for 14,000, it means we received cash 14,000 and we sold the goods for 14,000. Sale is 14,000. We received the cash 14,000. Hence, the cash received is 14,000. So hence, there is no question of writing even the profit or loss anywhere in this particular transaction. So goods sold for cash. Here cost is given to us. That is why we are bothering. Normally we are not given the cost price. Then again we ignore. We are just given goods sold for 14,000. Here the cost is not given, but actually the cost is there. So there also we ignore the cost, and here also cost will be ignored. It will be with the sale price only that we are to pass the entry. But when we sell the non-current asset, fixed asset, long-term asset, any profit or loss, that is to be shown in the books of accounts. And so far we have discussed the simple entries, one debit and one credit. And now we will discuss composite entry also. Composite entry, or also called as a combined entry. In composite entry or combined entry, more than one account will be debited or more than one account will be credited. So 2 counts debit, 1 account credit, 1 account debit, 2 counts credit, that is called as combined entry. So more than 2 counts to be debited or more than 2 counts to be credited. That composite entry will see how that is passed. On May 2nd, when furniture is sold for 16,000, it means cash we are receiving is 16,000. So cash we are receiving is 16,000. But furniture costing rupees 11,000 has been sold. So decrease in asset or credit what goes out. So furniture worth rupees 11,000 has gone, and there is a profit on sale of furniture account. profit on sale of furniture account, and there is a profit of 5,000, and that profit will be shown. That profit will be shown. This is the composite entry. Two accounts are being credited. Either two accounts are credited or two accounts are debited in the composite entry. So here see the distinction. When goods are sold, profit or loss is not written anywhere. But when the asset is sold, when furniture is sold, building is sold, machinery is sold, profit if any will be credited, loss if any will be debited in our books of accounts. So narration, furniture sold for cash at profit. At profit. So next entry is May 5th. May 5th. Goods costing rupees 14,000 sold for 12,000. As I discussed earlier, any profit or loss on sale of goods is not to be shown anywhere. With the sale price we are to pass the entry. And with the sale price when we are to pass the entry, it is a bank account debit, cash account debited. If it is for check, it will be bank account, or otherwise it is cash account. So cash account debited to sales account. So with the sale price we are to pass the entry, and this is for 12,000. So for 12,000 we sold the goods. No profit or loss, no profit or loss to be shown. The goods sold for cash, whether for profit or for loss, that need not be shown, because here the cost is known to us. But in majority of the entry you will see the cost will not be given to us. Profit or loss is there, and there we don't know whether we are selling at a profit or we are selling at a loss. So simple narration will be goods sold for cash. Then on May 6th, furniture costing 15,000 sold for rupees 12,000. Here there is a loss. This loss is to be recorded. When goods are sold, profit or loss is not recorded. When a non-current asset is sold, profit or loss is to be recorded. So this is cash account debit, and loss is also to be debited. Increase in loss to be debited, or debit all expenses or losses as per the traditional rule. Loss on sale of furniture account. Loss on sale of furniture account. So when there is a profit, that will be credited. If there is a loss, that will be debited. And credit what goes out. Or decrease in asset. Decrease in asset is to be credited. So furniture costing 15,000 was sold for 12,000. So 12,000 cash we received, 3,000 loss we suffered, and the cost of the furniture was 15,000. So narration will be furniture sold for cash at a loss. At a loss. Now the 8th entry. Furniture purchased for rupees 18,000. Cartage paid rupees 1,000. And here again you have to remember one thing. Whenever we purchase non-current asset, fixed asset, any expense incurred in connection with the purchase till the asset is put into use. Since the purchase of the asset till the asset is put into use, that expense is an expense of capital nature, non-recurring nature. Non-recurring nature expenditure will be included in the cost of the asset, and we will say furniture we have purchased not for 18,000, furniture we have purchased for 19,000. Cartage will be included in the cost of furniture if non-current asset is purchased. So any expense incurred in connection with the purchase of the fixed asset will be included in the cost of the asset. Will be included in the cost of the asset itself. So this is furniture account debited to cash account. So that means cartage will not be shown anywhere. Cartage will not be shown anywhere. 18,000 furniture, 1,000 cartage will say we purchased the furniture for 19,000. We purchased the furniture for 19,000. Furniture purchased and cartage paid. Cartage paid in cash. So this is our journal entry. So whenever we buy the fixed asset, any expense incurred in connection with the purchase, since its purchase till the asset is put into use, the expense will be included in the cost of the asset itself. But it is not so in case the goods are purchased. When goods are purchased, cartage paid is a recurring expenditure, and that will be shown in our journal entry. This was not shown in the journal entry, but this will be shown in the journal entry. So goods purchased on May 9th, purchases account debited, because goods we have purchased, debit what comes in, purchases account debit, cartages are revenue expenditure, and revenue expenditure will be debited, debit all expenses or increase in expenses, and cash is going hence to cash account. So goods purchased was 19,000, cartage was 1,000, and total cash paid is 20,000. So see the difference when a non-current asset is purchased and when goods are purchased. In both the cases the cartage is paid. In one case cartage is included in the cost of the asset, in the other case cartage is not included in the cost of the goods purchased. That is shown separately. Cartage count is debited. So goods are purchased and cartage paid in cash. So this was our entry for May 9th. May 10th, furniture costing 24,000 sold for 28,000. There is a profit of 4,000. Costing 24,000, sold for 28,000. But selling expenses are incurred in connection with the sale, rupees 1,000. Let me clarify you here that whenever we purchase the non-current asset or we sell the non-current assets, purchase the non-current asset or we sell the non-current asset, expenditure incurred in connection with that is not shown, neither at the time of purchase nor at the time of sale. But where this expenditure will be recorded, I will try to tell you in my entry. So May 10th. Otherwise, we would have received 28,000 from the sale of furniture. But because 1,000 expenditure is incurred, so that means cash received will be reduced by the amount of expenditure. So 28,000 minus 1,000 cash. So cash received will be 27,000. 1,000 expenses we incur. And furniture costing 24,000. Furniture will be credited with the cost. Furniture will be credited with the cost. So to furniture account 24,000. And our profit will be 3,000. To profit on sale of furniture account. Profit on sale of furniture account. Okay, just see, otherwise the profit would have been 4,000, but because of this selling expense our profit will be reduced by 1,000. So two treatment of this selling expenses, one we deducted cash and second we deducted our profit. Otherwise the profit would have been 4,000, but because of the expense the profit will be reduced. So adjustment is done in the profit or loss at the time of sale. At the time of sale, with regard to expenses, the adjustment is done in profit or loss. But at the time of purchase, it is included in the cost of the asset. It is included in the cost of the asset. So then next is May 11th. May 11th. Furniture costing rupees 25,000 sold for 22,000. Sale price 22,000. 22,000 cash was to be received. But because there is expenditure of rupees 1,000, hence our cash will be reduced by rupees 1,000. So cash account debited rupees 21,000. 21,000. Sale price minus selling expense incurred. Here we received the cash, here we paid the cash. So this is net cash received. Net cash received. And furniture worth rupees. Furniture worth rupees 25,000 has gone. So furniture will be credited with 25,000. 25,000. Otherwise, our loss would have been 3,000. But because of selling expenses, our loss will increase by rupees 1,000. So our loss will be 4,000 rupees. So this is loss on sale of furniture account. So if there is any expense at the time of sale and there is a profit, that will be reduced from the profit. But if there is a loss, that will be added in the loss. From the profit it is reduced and the loss it is added. The loss would have been 3,000, but because of this expense our loss will be increased by 1,000. So our loss will be 4,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees. So last transaction is goods costing rupees 30,000 sold for 40,000. Profit or loss is not to be shown anywhere. So May 14th, cash account debited. Cash account debited to sales. To sales. To sales will be 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. And selling expenses incurred rupees 1,000. Selling expenses are to be shown separately when goods are sold, and the entry for selling expenses will be selling expenses count debited to cash, and this entry can't be combined. Entry will be combined, either the debit is common or credit is common. So that means we have to pass another entry on May 14th for selling expenses, and that will be selling expenses account debit to cash account. A separate entry will be passed with rupees 1000. So here expenses are not to be merged anywhere. So this is a separate entry, this is a separate entry. So when goods are sold, expenses are to be shown separately, but when asset is sold, the expenses are not shown separately. Those are adjusted in profit or loss. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed the channel so far, I request you to subscribe the same. Thank you.